Assalamu alaikum. As in our previous lectures, we discussed about parts of speech. In the first one, the head member of parts of speech is noun. And we know that noun is the name of person, place, things, quality, or an idea. We simply define that nouns are naming words. Everything we see or are able to talk about is represented by a word which names it. That word is called a noun. We can say that there are nouns, names of peoples, names of animals, names of places, names of any objects, any substances, or any qualities, or any actions, or any measures. All these things are called as noun. But in a simple words, nouns are the names of people, places, things, or ideas. Just like name of peoples, Ali, my cousin, soldier, just like name of animals, rat, zebra, lion, names of places or name for places, houses, Lahore, London, factory, shelters, etc. We have another examples as well, names of substance, nitrogen, water, ice, names of qualities, beauty, bravery, wealth, faith, kindness, names of action, drawing, cooking, barking, reading, listening, names of year, inch, month, day, pound, ounce. Along that, we have different types of nouns. First of all, we have common nouns. Common nouns that refer to general things. Common noun that refer to the common things. Non-specified or unspecific categories of entities. Just like people, places, things, or an idea. Writer. We don't know which writer we are talking about. City. We have a lot of cities, but these are things in commons. Park, any park, it might be possible that it's any park. Religion, any religion. It doesn't mean that we are talking about specific religion, just like Islam, Hinduism, Christianity, but we are talking in a general sense. The second thing is in proper noun. Proper nouns are the nouns that refer to specific entities, specific person, place, things. Just like person, that we can say that Ali, Ahmad, and for place, or we can say that Lahore, or Paris, or just like we can say any name that has some specified entities, that's known as a proper noun. There is some common misconceptions that the local names, just we say that these are the local names, just like Ali, Aslam, Akbar, Bakar, but these are not the common name. All the names that has all the things that has some specified name is called as a proper noun. After that, we have abstract noun, the third category of a noun that we are here to learn about. That it's an abstract noun. These are the noun that cannot be perceived by five senses, or that you cannot perceive with your five senses. Simply, we can see that the things that has no physical entity, the things that can never ever be touched and never ever be smelled and never ever be seized somehow, just like happiness, freedom, love, affection, hate, Islam, faith. These are the things that can never ever be touched by any people. Wisdom as well. We say that happiness, where the happiness basically is exist, the things that can never ever be exist as called as abstract things. Freedom, what is the freedom, or where is it is exist? Love, what do you mean that love, can you touch it, can you feel it, can you have it? We can never ever say in a realistic approach that love, or we have a love. we can never ever have the existence of love, existence of friendship, existence of wisdom, existence of freedom, existence of hate. So the things that has no physical existence or physical entity, or the things that can never ever be perceived by that can never ever be perceived by our five senses, as called abstract noun. After that, we have material noun. Material noun are noun that refer to a material or substance from which things are made, such as silver, gold, iron, cotton, diamond, and plastics, or mostly the things the things that refer to a material or substance, and the other things are made by, just like we have wood as well, silver, gold, iron. We can make many more things from these metals, or from these materials. After that, we have a concrete noun. Concrete nouns. Simply, we can say that these nouns that can be touched, smelled, seen, felt, or tasted, or it's mean we simply can say that the things that can be perceived by your five senses are called concrete noun. All the major category of noun are included in that of categories, just like street, table, dog, cat, chocolate, or Ali, Asghar, Azhar, Maria, Salt, and Wool, or all the examples of concrete noun. After that, the next category of noun is known as countable noun. Countable noun, the nouns that can be counted. Simply, we can say that the that can be counted is considered as a countable noun. All the names that can be easily counted is or are considered as countable noun. Just like that, we have another words and another, these can be counted, or and they use both the singular and the plural forms. Anything that you can make plural is a countable noun. Clock, clocks, poem, poems, or uncountable nouns, these cannot be counted, since uncountable noun are the nouns that can never ever be counted. Since they cannot be counted because they only use the singular form, milk, rice, water, how can you count the milk? But do remember, measurable is something different from the countable things. Measurable, where we have some parameter to measure the things. Milk can be measured. Milk has its weight in kg or in liters, but these are the parameter of measurable things. But we can never ever say that milk is two milk or three milk, rice two rice or three rice. These things are measurable, not accountable. So compound. Compound mean dual. Dual mean where we have the two mixer, two different nouns. The two nouns that made up by one things. Compound nouns are referred to the noun that made up by two or more words, just like ball and volleyball, and foot and ball, football. Or some compound nouns are hyphenated. This is covered in the lesson hyphens and compound nouns. Mother-in-law, in-law, and mother. These the combination of both mother and in-law. Board of members. Member is a different name and board is a different name, but we here amalgam the board of member. We have the next one, that court martial, and court is another word and martial is another word, but we make an amalgam of these two. Court martial. Paper clip. Paper is another word and clip is another word. Or do you really understand? You can easily understand what is a paper and what is a clip, but we make the amalgam, make the mixture of two different noun, and to make a one new ones. Paper clip. After that, we have collective noun, where when we have made a collections of things. Collective nouns are the words used for a group of people or things. Just like team, we have 12 or 15 members, but we make them that these are not that 15 members. We say that this is a one team, cricket team, football team, and others we have. And jury, just like we have a bunch of people. or a group of judges, but we don't call that these are the bunch or these are the group of judges, but we say that it's a jury. And cabinet, there are many more members, but we say, or but we call them that these are the cabinet. After that, we have singular nouns that refer to the one person, place, things, or an idea. But here isn't the existence of plural something, just like boy, box, face, road, one road, ball, and one ball. But when we are talking about plural nouns, these nouns refer to more than one person, just like boxes, faces, roads, balls, and other things that the generally end in with an s. Examples: boxes, faces, roads, and balls. The next are the most common, not common things that we can utilize, but somehow these are considered as also the part of noun. We have a verbal nouns, and verbal nouns are formed by the verbs. There are a type of common noun. I love swimming. Here, swimming is the name of activity. It is formed from the verb, so we call that the verbal noun. Sometimes we call it as a gerund, but it's the type of noun. But these things we simply say that, or we can say that these are not the part of verbal. These are not part of regular noun, but it's a real truth that it's a part of, or it's considered as a verbal noun. Deep thinking is required to solve this problem, and thinking, the name of the activity, it is formed from the verb think, so it's also as considered as verbal noun. After that, we have possessives. Possessives, that where we have to add s or to show possessions, just like the car of Ali. Here, the exact sentence is the car of Ali, but we can also say that, we can also say that Ali's car. Here, the addition of s as known as possessives. My parents' house, the house of my parents. I can say that my parents' house.